G'day. It's Thursday, the 30th of December 2021. And Putin and NATO have been at loggerheads for a little bit now, as some of you know, over the issues in Belarus and Poland. And that seems to have gone by the by now. I don't hear anything about these refugees anymore. It seems like that was there for its own theatrical purpose, for a point to get us to this point. If it was really a problem, wouldn't it be going on still and we'd be hearing about it? But anyway, Russia has told NATO and is threatening NATO through RT, its own media, talking about putting a complete stop and also hindering, and it sounds like pushing them out of the previous Soviet Union, now independent nations. So NATO's Jens Stoltenberg, or I can't remember what his name is, but he flat out rejected Russia's demands to have NATO put on paper that they won't put any more troops in eastern Ukraine or expand any more into Eastern Europe. So in my last video, 2 videos ago, I said that they'd said, talk to us, Russia, on January 12th. Since then, Russia's said, we'll talk to you on January 10th. In that time, there's been a war of words between Russia's foreign minister and, well, not between Russia's foreign minister, but coming out of Russia from the foreign ministers, and that threatening to put a stop to NATO. So over the last, I think, 8 hours or so, news has come out that Putin has called for an emergency unscheduled talk with Biden tomorrow. The guy was in the US. Might be soon. Now, it made me think of, I thought it might have kicked off just before Christmas, but it made me think that of iPet Goat, where all the fireworks are going off, right? Maybe it's New Year's and you got that death puppet thing in front of the fireworks. Maybe they're going to kick the new year off with a bang. In more ways than one. So, who knows? But the weather is conducive to it. The weather that's coming through the US and the Northern Hemisphere at the moment is extremely cold. Maybe they're going to start it off early. One would think if they weren't in it together against the commoner, like I've said, that Russia is worried about the continuing build-up of US and NATO forces, especially in, I guess, Greece through Alexandroupolis. But like I said, I think this is all scheduled to kick off at the right time, at the specific time, and that him holding an emergency call. I'll put the link to where I got the information from. He thinks he wants to know whether Putin, this is off-grid desert farmer, he wants to know whether Putin wants to know whether Biden is going to actually come through or not. So as if he wants to know a bit quicker because he doesn't want to let them build up in time. As I said, I think that's all part of this act. And so I think maybe we could see on New Year's Eve something kick off with the fireworks and death. Anyway, that's just my thought. I'll leave the link. You guys see what you think.